Hey, another special edition of Coffee with the Goose. It's a Filipino-American festival in Minnesota, in the Twin Cities. Lots of folks are going to be here, and so this is the place to be. Look at that, we even have Pinoy fusion, so some good food, right? And lots of friendly people. We're going to do many interviews about anything Filipino or American, and eat some great food and have some fun. All right, let's go. It's Philippine Day. As you can see, we're in the Twin Cities in Minnesota, and well, for that matter, every day is Philippine Day. It's a great festival here in the Twin Cities. Got a lot of people showing up already. They just opened, and we expect a huge crowd. It's going to be a lot of fun. People from all over the state, all over the upper Midwest. Of course, we have to have great food, and you can see we have plenty of that. Lots of knickknacks and snacks for sale, and going to have a lot of fun today. Get people's opinion on a variety of subjects, anything Filipino related, whether it be politics back home, or Manny Pacquiao, or entertainment, you name it. So we're going to have a lot of fun today. Stick with me. We're talking with Roberto from Children's Shelter of Cebu. Mabuhay, Roberto, tell us about your organization.
Absolutely. So the Children's Shelter of Cebu is a shelter, an orphanage for 80 to 100 neglected, abandoned, abused kids in Cebu City, Philippines. And so Cebu is, as you probably know, a large city in the Visayas region, and we've been there for 40 years now doing this.
And when people sponsor your organization, do they sponsor each child individually or as a group?
They can do either or. So we do have sheets here where folks can sponsor a specific child, and their sponsorship then will go towards the daily cost of taking care of the kids, from the house parents to the cooks and just everything that's required to provide them everything that they need. What we try to do at the shelter, again, is really give them a holistic care. So their medical staff, their drivers, really trying to take care of the kids as best we can, sharing with them the love of Christ.
I'm sure many of our viewers are interested in helping your organization out. How much money does it cost to take part in this?
Oh, well, folks can really give any amount that they wish. From the smallest to the largest one-time gift to regular monthly giving. So the children here can be sponsored on a monthly basis if people wish. And yeah, really anything from the smallest amount to the largest. When folks visit the shelter and they see everything that's going on there, we always try to remind them that, you know, all of this was donated by people. From the smallest little Lego piece to the very beautiful homes that the kids can live in, all of it comes from the generosity of folks that sponsor the kids and sponsor the shelter.
And how can we get a hold of you and learn more about your organization?
Yeah, absolutely. You can visit our website, cebushelter.org. It's probably the best way to find all the info. And if you want to know more about me, I've got a little sheet here as well.
Roberto, God bless you. You're making a huge difference. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you. God bless.
It's the Cultural Society of Filipino Americans, and we're joined by Tessie O'Connor, and she is showing off all the cultural items that we're going to review here in just a moment. Tessie, welcome. Tell me about your organization. Where do these items come from?
All of these items come from the Philippines and the northern part of the Philippines, and it's in this part. Every year we focus on different regions, and this year we have the northern region, and it's like the lifestyle of the Cordillera. We have the title over here, And so these are all the things that come from the Cordillera Mountains. It's the group of islands. Yeah.
And it's all about how Filipinas like yourself stay in touch with the homeland and your culture, right?
Yes, because this is our Philippine Day. We have this every year, and it's sponsored by the Cultural Society of Filipino Americans.
Now tell me about your wardrobe. Is that a reflection of that culture?
Yes, this is typical of this region. Yeah, the northern part of the Philippines.
But tell me more about what we see
This
here.
one is from the Baguio part of the Philippines, in the mountain province. And this is the native one. They're called Ifugao. Ifugao, yeah. And some of them, that is Ifugao, and this one is Benguet. So these different kinds.
Right. Now
Dito.
we need, of course, to remember that the Philippines is made up of over 7,000 islands. So
Yes.
this is just a small sample of the cultural treasures that the Philippines has to offer.
It's just like the opposite of Minnesota. We have 10,000 lakes.
Right.
But we have more than 10,000 islands in the Philippines.
Beautiful.
The three main islands are Luzon, Visaya, and Mindanao.
Right. Tessie, if our viewers would like to learn more about the Cultural Society of Filipino Americans, how can they reach you?
And they can do it on our website, which is
It is CSFA, M as in Mike, N as in Nancy, .org. Tessie O'Connor, it's been a pleasure chatting with you, and God bless you. What a wonderful organization you have, and we look forward to chatting with you again.
thank you.
Another participant in the Philippine Day in the Twin Cities in Minnesota. Your name, sir?
My name is Marcelo Alejado.
Marcelo, I'm sure you're a nice guy, but you're kind of intimidating wearing this. I shouldn't be afraid, I'm sure.
No, not at all. It's a fun costume.
Tell me about your uniform, if you will.
This costume comes from the mountain tribes, one of the tribes there. There are several of them. And this is how they do it, just like the native Indians here. Like the native Indians, you know.
And what part of the Philippines are you from?
I'm from the south, but this costume, the tribes are up north in the mountain regions of Luzon.
Please tell us about the importance of Filipino Americans staying in touch with your culture and your nation's history.
Well, you know, Filipinos came from a long time ago, and even before civilizations came about, we have civilizations, although it's indigenous. So we've been there, and we should be proud, and we should know about the history of our ancestors, because we are part of it.
It's been a real pleasure chatting with you. And if I ever want to go camping or fishing or hunting, or if I just need a bodyguard, I'm going to look you up.
Alrighty,
God bless you. Thank you, sir.
thank you too.
You've heard us talk about the great nurses, not just from the United States, but Filipino nurses, and many of them are in the United States. We're going to chat with the president of the Philippine Nurses Association of Minnesota. It's Winona. Hi, Winona.
Hi there, how are you?
Very good. Tell us about your organization. How many members do you have?
Our organization is composed of mostly nurses here in Minnesota. Right now we have like 70 plus strong members. We have membership fee, and there are like I think 3,000 plus nurses in Minnesota, but it's very hard to find them.
Right.
And with the work schedule and the geographical location of the nurses, it's very hard to find nurses and find members.
Right. Now, I like to put a personal face on your organization. So tell me a little bit about Winona. What are you currently a nurse, and if so, what specific area are you serving in?
I am currently a nurse at North Memorial Medical Center in Robbinsdale, And I've been working at North Memorial for the last 14 years. I'm a cardiovascular ICU nurse, and I've been a member of the Philippine Nurses Association of Minnesota as a board member, and now I'm the current president for the last 6 years.
I have been the recipient of a lot of the loving care that you folks have, but it's not about me and my story. I want to learn more about what you folks are all about. What is it about Filipino nurses? What makes you the cream of the crop? You are more special than, forgive me, but I'm partial. You're more special than the other groups.
I've heard so many times that we are one of the most caring people in the world, and nursing is kind of like a natural thing. Caring, the way they take care of the patients are totally different because we treat the patients as family. We are like a culture that is what's that? In our culture, it's like you take care of your older people, so it's ingrained in us. So that's how when we take care of the the patients, we think of them as family. So we give our all. I think that's one of the things that's like separate us from the crowd.
And we need to remind our viewers that it's not just caring, although that's a big part of it. There's a lot of schooling and a lot of intelligence that goes into that.
They said that the nursing in the Philippines is one of the toughest degree to graduate from. It's exams every day, and if you graduate from the Philippines and you pass the Philippine board, oh, you're one of the toughest people in the industry. So I have so much. I graduated here. I have so much respect from nurses that graduated in the Philippines.
How can our viewers find out more about the Philippine Nurses Association of Minnesota?
We have a website. You can visit us at www.pnamn.org, and we also have a Facebook, Philippine Nurses Association of Minnesota. And some of our events are already posted.
Winona, President of the Philippine Nurses Association of Minnesota, thank you so much. God bless you for all the wonderful work you do.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Philippines Day in the Twin Cities, big festival here, and we're having a great time. Federico joining us. And tell me about what you guys are about to do.
Well, we're the Philippine Combat Art School here in the Twin Cities. We teach traditional Filipino martial arts, particularly if you see the shirts, Bahad Cebu. And we also, through our coach here, do boxing, competitive, as well as fitness boxing. So.
And one of the things people don't understand about martial arts, it's teaching people discipline and how to avoid a fight, right?
Oh, yeah. Right? It teaches discipline. It definitely helps if you're looking to get fit and trying to find a little structure for life, and it definitely helps. And it's a great pastime for kids. And Arnis in particular, or the Filipino martial arts, is one of the national sports of the Philippines. It was the Arnis, or Eskrima bill, passed a few years back. And so it's something we want to share with the public to let Filipinos all over know that we have our own indigenous martial art, and that you can do it here in the Twin Cities area.
Yeah. Filipinos known for being nice, but there's a point where you can.
Exactly. Everyone has that fun.
That's right.
But beyond that, it's just plain fun. So.
Right.
So Arnis is the fence. We use rattan because it's safe and not